Anna Yankova, I'm the Director of International of State of well, Ukraine. We have West, that's very pro-Union. They're proud of the culture, and we have East and the central part of Ukraine that's tilting more towards Russia because it borders on with Russia. So the conflict that happened over 6 months ago is the conflict of language and culture, clashes of cultures. It's the ethnic tensions. And what could be the solution for Ukraine? I think because we have new administration, we had elections on May 25th, is for the new president to have the initiative of trying to accommodate every ethnic community in Ukraine. We need to be tolerant towards Ukrainian people, of course, in Ukraine who celebrate to be Ukrainians, Russian minorities, Jewish, any other minorities that come from Eastern Europe, and just try to make it more for them and try to avoid conflicts like that, horrible conflicts, because lots of people have died and still are dying. Exactly, because geographically it's in the middle right between Western Europe and Russia. So I think Ukraine needs to be friendly with Western Europe and try to join the European Union, of course.
It should be a bridge.
Yeah, and connection between Western Europe and Russia and Eurasia. Well, I also think that in order to avoid terrorism that comes from the Middle Eastern countries, like you mentioned, the governments need to improve the life standard, improve the economic level, create more jobs, more hopes for young men to be able to know that I'm going to graduate from university, I'll be able to find a be able to advance in my career, because I think sometimes, very often, the young men, they join the terroristic groups because they have no hope, they see no future. So I think improving the economic level and creating more jobs will be a good solution to the problem, involving young men in the social activities in the countries. I think education is the key as well, because like you mentioned, lots of them are brainwashed that it's part of the religion cause these terroristic acts. So if United States gets together with other countries and creates workshops and special schools where these people can get educated, it will definitely help. Turkey is a great example and the only active democracy in the region against any conflict. I believe that diplomacy is the key to solution of any problem. Diplomacy, education, cultural diplomacy is the key to avoid conflicts, avoid increase of terrorist acts.